So after some recent games of playing the Mimic, I kinda realized that stealth mode might be a better alternative compared to strength mode. So this video is gonna be a second guide to this character, so I'll be sharing some useful tips on the Mimic, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So I said this before, and I'll say it again, this game is in its early stages. If there are any major changes to the Mimic, do not get mad at me. So yeah, I'm sorry in advance. So the first thing I want to go over is why I think stealth mode might be a better option than using strength mode. So let's look at the stealth mode in the shop here. So we see that the stealth mode has plus 10% speed. If we look at the base run speed, that is 22. So if you add 10%, that will basically just make it 24. And if we're comparing that to Ennard and Springtrap only has 22 and Ennard has 23. So the stealth mode alone is already faster than Springtrap and Ennard. Now, if we look at the damage here, stealth mode has 25 damage. That is a 4-shot kill. And Ennard, on the other hand, he does 32 damage per hit. And that is also a 4-shot kill. So if we're looking at the stealth mode alone, this is already faster than Ennard, and it basically does just as much damage. So if we're already faster and we're doing good damage on stealth mode, why would you even use strength mode? So I literally just think stealth mode is just a more fun and easier alternative compared to strength mode. The 25 damage in stealth mode doesn't even change much. The other abilities you have, the leap, the drill, and the dig, that basically just makes up for the loss of damage. So I'm not gonna lie, if you ask me, stealth mode might just be a better alternative to strength mode. So yeah, just balance between your stealth as damage and speed for your anti-loop. So now I want to touch more on the abilities a little bit more. I talked about the abilities and how you could use them in the first guide, but I think understanding these small things I'm about to tell you is going to make you a more efficient Mimic player. The first ability I want to talk about is probably the most overpowered ability on the Mimic. It's the dig. So if you pay attention to the bar here, that's the timer until the dig runs out. And do you realize how slow it is? You really don't need to rush this ability at all, just take your time. If the survivor hears you digging right under them, obviously they're gonna start running away. And basically just wait it out. Matter of fact, you could just wait until they run out of stamina or something. You'd still catch up to them.
Remain where you are.
Being patient is the key to using the dig ability. If you have the patience, then you will be getting free damage and free hits. Last thing I want to say about the dig, if you're going against the fighter, please know that when you're transitioning into a dig, you're actually immune to any stun. So if a fighter ends up using their slash on you, just use your dig ability and you won't get stunned. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about the dig. Just keep using the dig. It's literally just free damage, and yeah, you get the point. So the next thing I want to talk about is what to do if you're being looped as the Mimic. So obviously the first thing you want to do is be in your speed mode, and before you start the chase, you need to make sure that your stamina is max. So 65 out of 65. And yeah, while you're chasing, just make sure to cut your corners extremely fast and as tight as possible, and it should basically just look like this. Another thing I want to say is that it's okay to use your M1 on your speed mode. While you're running and you use your F1, you do not slow down at all. You do slow down if you are in your strength and stealth mode though. So just remember that. The last thing I want to talk about is the leap ability. There really isn't much to say here about the leap ability. I just want to say that do not use your leap ability when you're up close to the survivor like this. You are not going to hit him at all. So just make sure to keep like a decent distance like this. This is good enough. Another cool thing you can do with your leap ability is that you can actually turn with it. So look up to give yourself some height, and then just move your mouse around, and then you can change, you know, your direction. But yeah, it's pretty small things. If you're in your speed mode, just make sure to use your leap ability a good amount, because that actually does a good amount of damage too. But yeah, that's all I had to say for this video. If you guys liked the video and you found this helpful, then please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if there are any changes to the Mimic, then I'll be sure to cover those as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Another thing you could do with your leap ability is that you can actually turn with it. So, like this. Oh shit, what the hell?